See ya. Oh man, can you believe how hard it was raining a few hours ago? It's just a beautiful day now. Psst, right there. What are you doing? You see that? Doesn't float, huh? Oh yeah, it does. Enough to do. It's funny, this is the, if you see some of my earlier videos, I'm pretty sure that I have a bajillion of me scooping gravel to make the foundation. That's what this hole is. And now it's like water level with the river. I mean, it was a good 15 yards at least, more than that probably, when I was doing it. So this water is extremely high. It's about the highest it's been or gets, I hope, because it sucked to flood the new cabin. Oh, sweet pea. Anyway, great day now. Nice to be in the sun and dry off a little bit. I think my feet are still wet from all that rain working in it. But man, coming along. There's a stick, sweet pea. Getting a little bit precarious up here, but the more that I build, the easier it is to ladder up and mess around in this loft space. I don't really want to put the standing joists up until I'm ready to put floor on top of it, just because I feel like it might trip me up a little bit, but it's getting easier and easier. Hey, sweet pea. That dog's tired. It's getting easier and easier to maneuver around here. That's coming along. So I'm just gonna keep working on the loft a little bit. Put in these supports, top plate. It actually worked out super nice. I had this, which is the top plate of my wall, and I just let it run out. I was like, oh, I'll just cut that shit off later. Turns out I left it just long enough to have a 24-inch overhang matching the end of my overhang on my ridge beam, and it's good all the way down, so I'll cut these guys off or whatever, but it's a little extra support. I mean, it's pretty good for when I put these rafters on, so I'll just top plate that, screw it in probably so I'm not smacking it all around, but that'll be a nice way to get started for sure. And then get my rafter in here in line with the roof and just put in some more support. It's gonna be super sturdy. Yeah, so I'm happy how that worked out. Hi, Sweet Pea. Alright. Really starting to look like something with the loft framed up and the gable windows in. Everything's coming out pretty dang square, actually. So the painstaking work to level this thing, and it sat for a year just with blocks, like nothing on it, but stayed pretty dang level. I'm hoping it's relatively solid foundation. Again, it's just on blocks and beams, so if I ever have to jack it up and shim it, no problemo, I hope. Here's the far wall. The overhang will be out to where the ridge beam extends, and then this will be a soffit or whatever on top here, and this will be open. The idea being there will be a deck here. This side will be chopped and ready to use firewood, and this little corridor thing below the window will be like a little lean-to utility closet deal where I can throw some propane in, or a little solar battery bank. Propane would run right into the kitchen. Figure out the battery bank. It's been raining like crazy, but man, when it's been sunny, it's been a scorcher. Took a couple burns even with sunscreen on. And then this side is just going to be long-term wood storage, piled all up in there. And this will just be, you know, pressure treated decking, which is heavy as shit actually. It sucks. I have to bring in like 4 pressure treated boards to cut enough to do that. But again, it's start to get a feel for the shape of the cabin and things. Oh yeah, I'm super excited. It's great. So here's a little glimpse of the cabin walking up from the beach. I haven't seen it in so long. The GoPro's all fisheye, but there's a pretty clear view right through there. Oh, it's gonna look great nestled up in there. That's about the only one though, I guess, which is good. I mean, that's looking like way back upriver. If you're going down the river, I don't necessarily want to advertise that the thing's here. And 80 feet from the water in east is where the cabin sits. This is where the trail is, which was kind of a natural game opening. But it's pretty thick, and I want to keep most of it just so it's a little bit concealed and private. But there's a couple little river views through this thicket of whatever these things are. Clean it up a bit, it's gonna look real nice. A couple years down the road. So it looks kind of funky, like my eyes are playing tricks on me, but I framed these windows, so I moved this guy in. So it's 2 foot by 3 foot now, as opposed to 3 foot by 32 inches, which I thought was a pretty common size. But we were kind of talking about it. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll just frame it out to the 2 by 3 anyway. And then I put the gable in, and it looked crazy off. So I kicked it this way, kicked that one that way, and it's kind of hard to tell, but it turned out dang near symmetrical. So the inside of this window goes up to like, mathematically it looks a little different. Maybe something's off there. Got a bent board, but dang near about the left edge of that window framed this guy out. Left edge goes right up to the same. So once it's all finished, it'll be looking pretty dang symmetrical. Let's take a look at it from over here. Pretty happy with it regardless. It's way better than not even close. Yeah, I still kind of just see the old windows, but looks pretty good. There it is, vaulted side of the house. So those go all the way across. Nice. I think it looks pretty freaking good. There it is. Last screw on the vaulted ceiling portion of the cabin. Looking pretty damn good. Oh yeah. Pretty damn good, Pat. Pretty damn good. Get the money shot of those birds' mouth. Oh yeah. Not bad for a handsaw. Alright, you can see the pitch of the roof, which is pretty awesome. The rafters are just left at length, which was 10 feet, so they're sticking out kind of crazy. You can see how the loft gable end looks. What up, Pat?
Hey.
This will be the sliding glass door side. It's going to look really great once we get that rafter on the other end of the loft side. Here's our other gable end. Woo! It's looking like a real little cabin. For sure it is. Alright, we did it. Tarp's on. You can see the rafters on both ends of the loft up there, and then just some 2x4s holding the tarp up. Got our vaulted ceiling, so this will be about what it actually feels like in here. And then the loft will come out to about there, so it actually looks pretty big too. which is awesome. In the end, and we saved the template board because they fit so perfect up here to get those last 4 in there. Again, we did 2 foot on center for the rafters, and here's my inventory of what I have left over. 1 2x10, 6 2x4s, the 4 2x6x16 joists that'll make the loft, and 2 other 16-foot 2x4s. We did it, Pat. Patience. See you in a month or so after like 2 weeks of rain.